Hey guys, how you doing? I am Curtis, this is Northerner Garage, and this is the 55 Mercury M100 project. This truck I obviously showed you guys last video. Sweet little truck. I'm really excited to build it. Got it running kind of ish with a lot of choke on the last video, so you know, still technical win. It ran, didn't hear any strange noises, so we can proceed with this engine. But again, ran only with heavy choke, so we're gonna tear the carburetor off this bad boy. Got a rebuild kit from Rock Auto. Thanks Rock Auto, sponsor me. And send more magnets. I got like 4 boxes of parts. Only 3 of them came with magnets. And that's the first in a long time I've got magnets. I don't know. Every time you guys order off Rock Auto, do you get magnets? Because I liked back in the day when they would send magnets with every order, no matter what size it is. But we're gonna tear the carb off this thing, get it on the bench, scrub it up. You can see I started scrubbing it. You can see how clean we are in a couple areas. Obviously I had to scrub the tag to see what it is. It's an Autolite 2100. Let's get this thing off of here and see how clean we can get it. So it looks like we have 4 10Ms. I can get the ratchet at most of them. These are just clips. Let's start with the clips. Let's get all the throttle linkages off of it. See what happens. Once you have them all off, oh, worm drive. See how much fuel we leak again. Not that much this time. What is, oh no, that's good. All right, that is off. That is unbelievably dirty. Now of course, because you know, we have an open carb base. Oh my God, I don't know if I'm gonna get this. I do not know if I'm gonna get this. Oh boy. Oh, I might get this in one piece without having to scrape too much. That'd be such a treat if we did. I didn't even check the carb kit, see if this gasket came in. I'm just gonna pray to the good Lord above it did. All things considered, not terrible. Just a little bit on this side. Well, there's scrape marks on already. Somebody else has already done this. Got some paper towel, throw it in the holes, the 2-barrel carb, grab the scraper, scrape it clean. Got that just out of the way now. And here we are breaking it down. So taking the 4 screws out of the top. I'm not going to give you a super in-depth process on how to tear apart the carb. There's a lot more people out there that have done it a lot more times than I have that know more of the technical terms and actually how to do it. I had a PDF open the entire time on how to break down Autolite 2100, so that really helped. See, I took out the float there with the blow needle. Making sure everything looked good. Obviously floats sometimes, especially when they're older ones that are made out of metal and soldered together, they can get pinholes in them and they'll sink, so I want to make sure that one's nice and clean. Now I'm taking out the main jets here. They were clogged. Like when I was cleaning them, I don't think anything would have actually been flowing through them. Taking off the bottom diaphragm there, obviously just checking against the new one, and then making sure I put all the screws in its case so I know where the screws came from. I'm taking off the accelerator pump and its diaphragm. I'm trying to figure out, I think that was the only one that wasn't a slot screwdriver. That was actually, I want to say an 8mm hex. Well, an 8mm socket. Maybe it's something smaller than that, but I'm slowly prying everything out gently. It comes with a little new red pump diaphragm, I'm going to call it. The nipple on that one broke off. You got to be careful when you're pulling in the new ones because they will break easy, so you got to pay real close attention to that, being real gentle. You can pre-grease it up with some Vaseline or some sort of a penetrating oil to make sure it slides in there easy. And then, yeah, still just pulling out jets, making sure everything that can come out has come out, including the check valve and the weight. Yeah, just get the scrubbing here. I'm going to be honest, I probably spent a good 2-3 hours scrubbing it using lots of engine degreaser and cleaner, and then I'd actually just take it outside and hose it down with the garden hose, spray all the grime off. So yeah, next day here, it's looking quite a bit cleaner. It isn't perfect, but it is leagues better than what it was. Obviously getting that bottom diaphragm together, made sure I got the washer underneath that, or a gasket, I should say. You can see we got the orange one there. That's a new diaphragm into the float bowl. I think that's where it just pulls gas from for the accelerator pump. I'll just spin it all back together. It's pretty straightforward. Again, if you guys aren't sure, just pull up PDF. There's lots of write-ups online, but lots of guys have made PDFs for whatever carburetor it is, detailing, removal, inspection, cleaning, and then rebuilding and the steps that it goes by. So main jets went back in, and we're just grabbing all the gaskets we need. Obviously, you can see I changed the paper, nice clean workbench, making sure we're not contaminating it, getting any crumb or dirts in the carb that you just spent so long cleaning all the passages out. And then setting up the float and float needle here. Needle seated very nice. And then checking the float with the ruler. The kit here provides a little ruler. I think it was supposed to be 730 seconds was where you wanted float at. Mine was quite a bit higher than that. So I ended up bending the tab down on the float to get it where we needed. Overbent it just a little bit. You can see there I bent it a little too far, checked it, checked the dimensions again on the PDF, and then bent the tab back up there. Make sure we have the proper depth. It's really straightforward. Like, don't ever be intimidated about rebuilding carbs. They're not bad. Obviously, one thing that would absolutely help is an ultrasonic cleaner. You can just dunk the entire thing in there and it just does its thing for, 4 or 5 hours and it comes out pretty clean, pretty spotless, but it's a bit of an investment. Elbow grease is free, so make sure we have the correct carb gasket there. Kit came with a few for different top hats. Everything lined up, and yeah, that's basically the reassembly of it. Quick and easy, especially when it's on a time lapse. Looking back on it, way quicker than what it was. The biggest time investment with any of these is just cleaning. Cleaning will always take you the most amount of time. Everything else, it isn't bad at all. Anybody can do this. I genuinely believe anybody can do this, but make sure you take your time with cleaning it, ensuring all passages have been blown out, cleaned, all parts have been scrubbed. So we have our rebuilt Autolite 2100. Cleaned up quite a bit from what it was. Let's throw this bad boy back on here. Let's pull out these. Give this a light dusting. Make sure we get all the crap off of it, not in the engine. TV cable, wire. Throw all the cable out of the way. Pretty sure you came through here. And this bad boy. Oh man. This back hose went down over here. Let's get these nuts back on here. Get some feel to it, and then the magic should happen. Should. We'll see. Let's get some booster cables on this. Get the float bowl back full of gas. And see where we got. Battery cables on. Float bowl should be full. Give her a few accelerator pump primes, make 100% sure. Oh, see how she works. Better. We might have found a gear. That's a lot better. How do I shut it off? I don't have a key. I'm trying to do my vice grip. Yep, undoing vice grip. Kill ignition to coil. Not bad, not bad. So I obviously have vac coming in on this nipple for the electric choke. I don't even know if it's necessarily electric. I think it's just a heat coil in there. So this little pipe here is supposed to connect from there down to this port here where it's broken off. Honestly, nice and rusted. So I'm sure it heats up, moves the coil out of the way. I don't know if I just get it close-ish. If I leave it open, I cap it. I don't know. Might have to convert back to like a full manual choke. Maybe this is a manual choke. I'm not too sure. So thanks for hanging out, guys. Again, I am Curtis. I'm with Northern Garage. Absolutely love it if you liked and subscribed. Would really appreciate that. And yeah, again, another technical win. This one's huge, like night and day difference on that carb rebuild kit. I mean, it was $30 and it took me 2, maybe 3 hours because there's so much scrubbing. Now, don't get me wrong, this thing isn't killer clean. I keep telling myself, oh no, I don't need to buy an ultrasonic cleaner. I don't clean that much of little stuff. Well, I clean quite a bit of little stuff, so maybe I'll have to invest in one. It now is the cleanest part in the entire truck, even though it isn't that clean. But this is killer. This is a huge step in the right direction. So next, we do brakes. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Catch you on the flip side.